Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first fight story time. So quick storyline or background details. This story time led to me switching to a lot of schools. I went to 9 schools, but middle school I kept getting in trouble because this one fight or one incident just led to me being boosted in the head, baby. So I came from a small town, which was my first school. I went there from from pre-K all the way to like 2nd grade. 3rd grade I moved. 4th grade I moved back, and I stayed and finished 5th grade. 6th grade is finally where I moved to this school in particular. And let's say the incident began. Okay, so I'm originally from a small town or whatever, and so I wasn't used to the city guys. I literally grew up in like a small town. Like, baby, we got cows, we have livestock, we got we real big on FFA. What else do we do? Baby, we have like this random like country BS. I mean, I like the country, don't get me wrong. I just don't typically like the guys and the culture and how they treat people. Anyway, my stature. But anyway, I moved to a city, and when I got to the city in 6th grade, it was a little bit different for me because I was not used to that lifestyle whatsoever, or the people. I didn't know that I would be treated any different. I just thought it was gonna be like my old school. So I'm in 6th grade at the time. I think I'm like 10 or 11. I can't quite remember. But anyway, I'm in 6th grade, and I'm gay. And in the city, I didn't know that like it was a huge, not a huge deal, but you get bullied for like that type of stuff in the city. It's not as bad nowadays, I would say, as it was back in the days. Because back in the day, baby, they would fight you, they would talk about you, and nobody would care. Like, you would just go about your day or whatever. But one particular guy that was like just constantly, like every fucking day we went to class, excuse my language, every day that we went to class, he would say something to me. And I had barely been up to school for about, it's still first semester, still like everything, like not first semester, I'm so used to college now, but it was basically like first semester. Like, we wasn't even in spring yet. I just got there. Anyway, we gonna say his name was Alan. His first name starts with the letter A. So if he sees this story time, you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, his name starts with an A, and we're gonna call him Alan. Anyway, Alan was this chubby, round, like, when I say round, like, bitch, he was round here, round in the face, round in the arms. Like, he gave Michelin Man down. Anyway, he just would always like say something to me. I don't know if he had a crush on me, or if that was just, it made him feel better that he could pick on me. And mind you, I'm gonna say I was small. Like, I don't know, like I was smaller than most of the kids until I hit my growth spurt. I'm like, ooh, maybe 60, 70 pounds. Angel is in his hundreds, like 30, 40, maybe 50 pounds heavier than me. And he would always pick on me every freaking day. And I just remember one day, I was like, bitch, do you want to fight? Do you need that? Basically. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I get scared of you. And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't care. He didn't know that I grew up with 3 brothers. Baby, we used to knock. Anyway, so one particular day, I was like, yeah, just meet me in the restroom. Bitch, it's nothing. Like, I was like, it's nothing to fight you. So we went to the restroom. We get in the restroom, and for some reason, he was like, I don't even know how we ended up in the restroom at the same day. I think I said I wanted to fight him, and when we got to the restroom or whatever, he was like, no, I said I wanted to fight him. I found him. One day, we just happened to run into each other in the restroom. So I was like, bitch, this is my moment. This is my time to handle this death issue, so I don't have no more stuff on him. get in the restroom or whatever, and I was like, do you want to fight? And he was like, yeah. So, bitch, as soon as he said yeah, I grabbed his shirt. Like, bitch, I grabbed him. I was like, what you want to do? What you want to do? And he was like, let me go. And I was like, that's not how fighting go. Like, bitch, I grabbed you and you supposed to push me, do something back. He didn't do nothing. So I was like, I'm not gonna fight somebody that don't wanna fight, even though you pick with me and bully me. I'm not gonna be a bully. I was like, I bully bullies, so I'm not gonna sit there and just fight somebody that is weak, basically. So left him alone. Another week or so had went by, like 2-3 weeks went by, and I had nothing out of him. And I guess he finally told his friends, and like one day he would just say, yeah, I guess he got boosted in his head. Like they told him like, hey, go fight him, go get whatever you need. So we end up actually scheduling this part. And I remember I was like with my friend, I was like,
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
I'm so tired of him, like what you call it. I was like, he weird, you know, everything. We go to the restroom, we meet up. I was like, what's up? And I guess he was ready this time, because bitch, I pushed him, he pushed me, and I was like, doop, doop, doop. Like, bitch, I started knocking. And to give a layout of how the restroom was, you know, if y'all been in, if you're a boy, you know how the boys' restroom look. I don't know if the girls look the same, because I've never been in there. But the way the school was set up, you walk in, it's like a corner, and then you come in, and then it's like the hand dryers right there. The trash can was in that like one corner right there. And then on the other side was like the sinks and the mirrors. And then behind that was the stalls. We was right there in the area where the hand dryers and the sinks and the mirrors were. And when we started fighting, he ended up in the corner over where the trash can was, because I was just punching him, and I guess he didn't expect me to hit him, because last time I just grabbed him. But when I was punching him, bitch, he was just going back and back, and he almost fell in the trash can. And I guess that like sort of was like, okay, made him like want to start going. But when he started fighting back, it was more so like I was being pushed and not really like getting punched. I don't know, because like he was like, bitch, you know the
style agitator like this, and it's not agitating. Like you open the lid.
He was like punching, like, bitch, not coming from the
From the shoulder! From the shoulder!
he was like rotating on the bitch, and I was just like, he pushing me back, but he not hitting my face. I guess he was hitting my chest, my ribs. I don't know. I don't even know. But he was hitting me, and bitch, I'm just sitting there hitting him in the face, just going in, and he basically got his ass beat. So anyway, my friend was in the doorway, and he was like, oh, and more people started running in the restroom, because he was like, dang, they fighting. And so people started coming in. He got the damn attention of the damn police officer. We had campus police. That's how, when I say I went to from a country town to a city, I didn't know y'all had campus police. That's ghetto as fuck. Anyway, the campus police ended up coming in, and he was like, what's going on here? And I was like, nothing. Because baby, I had never fought at school, like, so I didn't know what was gonna like happen. I didn't know how I was gonna get in trouble, like what was gonna happen or whatever. And so the campus police was like, why does he have bruises on his face? Or he asked the questions of, he was like, were y'all fighting? And I was like, yeah, we were play fighting. And he was like, Alan was even like, yeah. He was like, we were play fighting, because bitch, even though he lost, he still was like, I don't want to get in trouble. We was gonna get around and we was gonna go about our day. And he told the police officer like we were play fighting, and the officer was like, no, he got bruises. Bitch, I was coming from the shoulders. Anyway, police officer was like, he got bruises, and how is his mom gonna feel about that? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, we were play fighting, and he got bruises. I was like, that's on him, bitch. I don't know. Anyway, he was like, y'all come with me. Me and him followed the officer, and we like sort of like looking at each other like, ooh, like maybe we should stop fighting. Anyway, we get to the campus police like it's like they had cubicles in the back, and so they had different offices. He ended up taking us to like the little principal and the assistant office or whatever. Hold on. He ends up taking us to the office of the, the principal's office or whatever. And we sit down, and they were like, we gotta call your moms and like let them know what happened, to call parents, because, but my mom was the only parent I lived with at the time. But anyway, so they were like, we gotta call your parents, and he called my mom. But my mom already know, like, people, when I went to that school, I got bullied so bad until I started fighting. Like, that's why I say this story, like, started, like, a revolution, bitch. Like, what you call it? I went from getting bullied to bullying the bullies. Like, bitch, they started filing bully reports on me because I started giving them what they gave me back. And he called my mom. My mom already knew the situation. She was like, okay.
What are the consequences? Because I'm not seeing none.
Like, my mom did not care. I did not get in trouble when I got home. And my mama never cared because she knew I was very quiet. I would not argue back. I did not talk back. I would just sit there and like let people do me any kind of way. The only thing I did know how to do physically was like fight. So anyway, what you call that? Called my mom. I got suspended, I believe so. Yeah, this time I got suspended because I initiated the fight. Anyways, I got suspended. I think it was like a 3-day suspension. And I was like, okay, I'm at home, bitch, I'm chilling, it's nothing. So I'm sitting at home, and bitch, I was watching Bring It or whatever, the reruns or whatever, because you can go back. Is it DirecTV? I had DirecTV, I think. And I was like watching like the reruns or whatever, because, Bring It was that girl. I had DirecTV, I think. And I was like watching like the reruns or whatever, because, Bring It was that girl. She was C. And bitch, I basically ended up going back to school like 3 days later. And I was like, it was just whatever. Like, I don't know. When I got back to school after that 3-day break or whatever, me and Angel, we didn't have no more problems. I actually ended up shortly moving after that because I just kept fighting. Like, I kept getting in trouble, and they were just like, he can no longer go to this school, because it had got that bad, like to the point to where I wouldn't say I became a bully, but I really did give those kids what they gave me back, except I knew how to do it, and they knew I knew how to fight back, so they were just like, okay, we just gonna leave him alone, we gonna let him be. But anyway, I ended up getting expelled, and then I had to go to another school, and I didn't really fight at any of my other schools like that. I had like maybe 2 or 3 fights after that, but that wraps up this story time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys want to hear next, and let me know what other content you would like to see. Gaming, I can play Minecraft, I can play Roblox, y'all just send some game suggestions in the comments. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.